YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys know, it's now February, so of course I wanted to give you guys some Valentine's Day looks. So the first one that I'm starting off with is the look you guys see right here. I found this look on Google, and when I saw it I just thought it was so cute and I wanted to recreate it for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, let's get into it. So I'm starting off with my eyes already primed. I just went in with my everyday concealer, blended it out, and then I went back in with the translucent powder and put that over top. Now I'm taking the eyeshadow that I want to use for my base, and I'm making sure I blend those out both really good. I went in with the lighter pink first, and then a darker pink on top of that. Next thing I'm going to do is go in with like this really thin brush that you see right here. Take my concealer, the same concealer I used before, and I'm going to start creating my heart shape. I started off in the inside and I kind of dragged my way out, and you'll see me go over it a couple times just to make sure that that shape is really perfected and symmetrical and how I want it to be. I kind of just drew this the same way I would draw like a regular heart on a piece of paper. And now I'm taking my flat concealer brush and I'm making sure that I'm just getting a nice even coat of my concealer on my lids, and I'm patting it in so it doesn't get too cakey and crease up. Then I'm taking my eyeshadow brush and I'm just setting in my concealer. Next thing I'm going to do is take the same brush and I'm going to take some eye glue and I'm just going to outline the shape of my heart again. And then I'm going to apply it with my glitter where I applied that glue. And I'm doing it in like sections because I don't want the glue to dry too fast, because sometimes it can dry fast. I want to make sure that my glitter is sticking to it. If you guys want to use a white concealer to create the shape of your heart, you're more than welcome to. The only reason why I didn't is because I just didn't want too much of a transition, and I knew that I could achieve this light pink color with just my concealer, which is what I wanted. Guys, this look was so much fun to recreate. It literally took me forever though. It took me hours, like it took me at least like an hour maybe for just my eyes, especially because it was so much harder because I'm doing this on camera and I'm recording it. So I'm like looking into this little tiny iPhone camera trying to do it, and then at this point you see I just gave up and I picked up my Huda Beauty palette and I just used the mirror in that to finish the other eye. And I kind of did a little bit of that off camera, but it was the same steps. Now I'm going in and I'm taking, it's actually not the same brush, but it's a very similar brush, just a little bit more skinnier. And I'm creating these little hearts. I'm going to do 2 on each of my eyes, one above the other. I originally recorded this video back in February and I had edited, January, and I had edited to post it for the beginning of February, but I was so sick and I never got around to actually posting it, so it's coming to you guys a little bit late, but hopefully you guys still enjoy it. Yeah, as you guys know, I am like in my 3rd trimester of my pregnancy, so some days I'm doing good, but then some days I am just feeling super pregnant. So but I still wanted to give you guys this video. There was actually several different looks that I was going to do for you guys for Valentine's Day, but now that it's so late in the month, I decided that I wasn't going to do them anymore. But if you guys are still interested in seeing them, just let me know in the comments down below, or feel free to reach out to me personally. Now I'm going to go in with the same brush and the white concealer, and I'm going to start adding these like little tiny white dots all over my lid. And I'm not doing this in any specific pattern, I'm just putting them on like sporadically. So now I'm going in with my foundation, and the shade that I'm using today is actually a little bit darker than the shade I used last time. This is more of like my summer foundation, but I did want to intentionally use this shade today. It still blends out really good, but I wanted to use a little bit of a darker shade because I feel like the pink would just pop a little bit more. So and I'm just blending out my concealer, and I always try to like blend it in an upward direction. You don't really want to blend in a downward direction. You always want to try to blend your stuff upward. And I'm going over this a couple times just so it can really pop. I really wanted a strong highlight and contour with this look. It's not something that I do like every day or even like frequent. I rarely ever do this, but you will see me go in with a couple you will see me put concealer on a couple times. I can't even talk right now, but it's just because I really wanted my under eye to be really bright and pop, like I said before, but not too much to where it's cakey. Like, don't put too much where your face starts to get cakey and it starts to look like patchy, or you know. And one of the reasons why I can get away with adding those extra layers of concealer is also because I went in with a much darker shade today. So it's all going to blend out and look really smooth and really nice. You guys have already seen me do my makeup in the last video. This one is kind of more in depth, more so focused on the eyes, not so much the face. So I'm just going to let the rest of the video play for a little bit. So I actually applied my eyelashes off camera by accident. My bad. Sorry, guys. But they're actually like kind of hanging off a little bit. But I just waited till the end and then I fixed them after the video was done. So back to the eyes. The final step I did, I lined my bottom lash with some pink eyeshadow. I personally don't ever use like eyeliner pencils on my eyes because my eyes are really sensitive and it never works out. So I always will just go in with like an eyeshadow brush and kind of blend that out. So I went over that with some glue and then I put some glitter on top of that glue under my lash line. So I have the glitter on top and below of my eyes. So now you'll see me go back in with the same brush I used before to do the dots on my eyes, and I'm going to create these 2 white hearts right below my eyes on just one side of my face, and I'm going to go over them a couple times just to make sure that the color is nice and evenly distributed so they can really pop. Excuse my white light, I kind of hit it so it's kind of in the frame, so ignore that. After this, I'm gonna go take some glue and I'm going to put that on top of the heart, and then I'm gonna put glitter on that as well, so you'll see me do that next. So the last thing that I'm going to do for you guys on camera is I'm going to go in with that same brush and I'm going to start to apply some tiny little white dots on my face, kind of like I guess in like a freckles pattern, but not quite exactly because I didn't put any on my nose. And I'm just going to do this to both sides. At the end of the video, once I finished recording, I decided that I wanted my highlighter to be pink. So I went in with some glue and applied that where my highlighter would be, and then I added pink glitter on top of that. So you guys will notice that it's pink in the pictures, like there's like a pink tint to it, and also in my intro and in my outro. But here it's just regular highlighter. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs it up, share it with a friend, comment, and subscribe. Have a good day.